gets ready to make you a great woman, you'll know he's going to make you great by how you suffer.
I don't do homewrecking. I'm not a side piece. I don't stand for any of those things. I support women, so I would never do that to another woman because I would never want it done to me. So I ignored them.
So it's official. Travis Hunter's marriage is done for, and he's spiraling. But here's the wild part. The divorce itself isn't even the biggest shock. Before he could process losing the woman he thought he'd be with forever, boom! Another bomb dropped. Out of nowhere, her fresh engagement photos lit up Instagram, dripping with comments from people congratulating her like nothing happened. And no, this wasn't some cute throwback to when she and Travis were engaged. This was brand new bling on her finger.
What's so much to talk about? Talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life. Stop worrying about what I got going on. I know what I got. I know my girl. My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me. Like, come on, man, y'all.
And the man next to her, Travis's own teammate from the Jaguars. That's the twist that shattered him completely. Now the streets are asking the real questions. Who was really lying here? Was Leanna running her own playbook while Travis had no clue? Was this all planned right under his nose? And the biggest one, can Travis bounce back from a hit this dirty? If you've been keeping up with the Travis and Leanna saga, you already know the whispers about a possible split had been floating around. But what's lighting the internet on fire right now is a leaked photo making the rounds on Reddit threads and online group chats. The first photo, Leanna, glowing in a fitted white silk dress, grinning like she just hit the jackpot. The second, Travis's teammate, down on one knee, holding out the ring like it's straight out of a movie. And the third, a picture-perfect kiss, framed so the diamond catches the light just right, like they wanted the whole world to see. No caption, no explanation, just pure shock value. Because everyone knows Leanna is married to Travis Hunter, and the man in those pictures, definitely not him. The comments section was chaos. Some friends played nice, dropping congrats and wishing you the best, but sliding in shade about her finally leaving a toxic situation. Others weren't even pretending, posting lines like, "We've been new and y'all just catching up." That's when reality hit. This wasn't some rumor. This was proof she'd moved on and locked in with another man. But here's where it gets brutal. Insiders say Travis found out the exact same way we all did, scrolling the internet. No heads up, no warning, just blindsided in front of millions. And when he saw it, he snapped. The next morning, he showed up to the Jaguars facility late. No smile, no small talk. Didn't even nod at the media. Just stormed straight to the locker room, right up to his teammate's stall.
Come with us to adopt a cat.
At roommate's time.
Mom and the DS.
Witnesses say it wasn't calm, it wasn't casual. It was yelling, not the "how could you" type, but the "how long" type, which means this thing ran deep. No punches thrown, no shoves, but the shouting was so loud, people outside stopped in their tracks. Within an hour, everybody knew. Travis was gone. No team meetings, no practice, not even a warm-up stretch. He just ghosted the whole day. By that evening, his Instagram was like a crime scene. Half the roster unfollowed in one sweep. The teammate, gone. The teammate's fiance, gone. Even the head coach, gone. People were screen recording his following list in real time, watching names disappear like clockwork. Then, out of nowhere, came the midnight live. Pitch black room, hoodie pulled tight over his head. No music, no smile. Just Travis sitting there, breathing heavy, saying nothing for nearly a full minute. The tension was so thick you could feel it through the screen. Finally, he leaned forward, looked straight into the camera, and in this low, quiet voice dropped just 4 words. "You think you know people." And that was it. The live went nuclear. Snake emojis everywhere. The teammate's name spammed like a broken record. Fans were begging him to say more, but he just sat there, blinked a few times, and ended the live without another word. Clips spread across the internet instantly, and you could see it plain as day. Travis wasn't just sad, he was shattered. Eyes bloodshot, tears rolling, jaw tight like he was holding back from breaking down completely. This wasn't regular heartbreak. This was the type that rips you apart so bad you only survive it once in your life. And just when the internet thought the saga had hit rock bottom, the twist hit like a lightning strike. Word is, Travis and Leanna, even though they're supposedly done, are expecting a baby together. No official post, no statement, nothing confirmed, but whispers have been circling for weeks. People claim they've spotted Leanna with what looked like a baby bump.
What's going on, gang? If we didn't get, we'll let you crash out, but from one player to the next, I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but I want you to open up your eyes, man. There's no reason why she commenting on another page, NBA with heart eyes and the money tongue out. That's your fiance. Wake up, young brother. Fiancés don't move like that. I ain't never had one of my fucking girls ever lay next to me in the same crib as me under another page, leaving heart eyes with the money tongue out.
And a recent blind item even claims she's already a few months along. The alleged reason they're keeping it secret because the whole thing is way too messy to go public right now. Right now, this A-list athlete's wife is pregnant, but instead of celebrating, shopping for baby clothes, and soaking up the moment, they're stuck in total limbo. Why? Because his lawyer is allegedly demanding a paternity test before any divorce papers move forward. It's the kind of twist that flips a love story into a full-blown soap opera. Fast. And just when people thought the pregnancy buzz would go quiet, Travis and Leanna popped up together on Instagram with a brand new video. The caption, "Come with us to adopt a kitty." The footage showed them side by side, all smiles, heading out to pick up a furry new family member. On the surface, it looked warm, harmless, like a couple making sweet memories. But this is not a fairy tale moment anymore, and the internet didn't miss a beat. Just a quick scroll down revealed a whole different energy. Comments calling out the timing of the post. Some questioned if this was a genuine happy outing or a carefully staged PR play to distract the blogs from the chaos. Fans were leaving comments like, "She was literally crying about not wanting to be in this relationship."
And when God gets ready to make you a great woman, you'll know he's going to make you great by how you suffer. The greater the glory, the more intense the story. Because you can't get this all out of them.
And now they buying a cat? Who's getting the cat in the divorce? Others pointed out how bizarre it felt to be adopting a pet in the middle of rumors about paternity tests and messy breakups. That last cat comment must have hit a nerve because Travis himself jumped into the replies, firing back with, "Believing that rumor is crazy. LOL short, sharp, and definitely defensive." The part that cuts the deepest for Travis? He always defended Leanna, no matter how loud the whispers got. Every time someone hinted at something shady, he shut it down. He had her back, and yet, here she was, getting engaged to his teammate before the ink on their divorce papers had even dried. That move didn't just hurt, it shook him to the core. But here's the thing, the internet has receipts, and they've been digging. Turns out the warning signs were there all along. People just didn't see them for what they were. First, there's that clip from last season's post-game celebration against the Titans. The moment the whistle blew, Leanna ran onto the field. But instead of going to Travis, she went straight for that teammate. Full hug, big smile, and only after that did she even glance at her husband. Back then, folks joked she just had team mom energy. Now that footage looks a whole lot different. Then there's the charity gala footage. Leanna arrived separately, walked straight past multiple tables, and went directly to sit with that same teammate. She stayed there the whole night until the cameras were gone. No Travis in sight, even teammates had picked up on it. A former player turned analyst said the whispers started months ago. After practice, that teammate would hang back, claiming he was waiting for a ride. That ride? Almost always Leanna's car. And here's where it starts looking calculated. Just 2 weeks before the engagement went public, that teammate signed a huge multi-year extension, guaranteed money locked in. Right after that, Leanna's social media did a complete flip. Fewer smiling couple posts with Travis, more cryptic captions about new chapters and finally choosing happiness. Now the internet's asking one question over and over. Did she wait for him to secure the bag before making it official? And this isn't the first time her loyalty's been questioned. Last year, a blind item alleged she was sneaking around. According to one unconfirmed blind item, Leanna had been trying to get close to a much older, well-known rapper, long before any of this recent drama hit. It was never officially proven, but for fans, it wasn't exactly shocking. If anything, it just fueled the belief that Leanna and Travis's marriage was doomed from the jump. It didn't take long for the internet to dig deeper. Fans began resurfacing old photos and videos of Leanna in situations that didn't exactly scream committed relationship. And here's the kicker. All of it allegedly happened while she and Travis were already dating. For Travis, it was bad enough having to sit online and watch strangers dissect his relationship, but what came next made it worse. He became the running joke, the meme, the example people brought up whenever men online warned each other about getting played for money or status. His name started popping up in conversations that had nothing to do with football, only heartbreak. It got so loud that even Bow Wow, who's been living a quiet life lately, stepped in. Out of nowhere, he dropped what he called marriage advice, straight to Travis. In his own words, Travis needed to wake up and realize Leanna was only with him for the lifestyle he could provide. And Bow Wow didn't just suggest leaving her, he told Travis to protect himself, make sure she couldn't take him for everything he's worked for. You could tell by his tone in the clip, he wasn't joking. Now that Leanna's name is tied to a public engagement with Travis's teammate, all those old videos, blind items, and rumors are flooding back into circulation. And this time, they're hitting harder than ever. And then came the final straw. The post that felt like Leanna was holding up a flashing neon sign saying, "Yes, it's all true." In one TikTok upload, she seemed to confirm every rumor floating around. The failed marriage, the divorce on the horizon, the whispers of affairs, and every piece of speculation that had been fueling the internet for months. The video itself was simple but powerful. Leanna sitting alone, face streaked with tears, crying so hard she could barely look at the camera. Over it, she layered a slow, emotional, motivational audio, the kind that usually plays over heartbreak montages. No words, no captions, just pure visual emotion. Within hours, the post racked up over 1 million views. The comments section lit up like wildfire. Some fans said they were deeply worried for her well-being, urging her to stay strong and put herself first. Others were cheering her on, telling her she deserved better. But then came the other side, the people who weren't buying the performance. They started calling it sympathy farming, a calculated PR move to soft launch the divorce and rewrite the story so she looked like the one who had been wrong. One blunt comment stood out. "Why are you crying? You cheated." Another read, "She's already running her exit plan." Dozens more questioned her timing, her motives, and her version of events, demanding answers she wasn't giving. And then, like clockwork, those comments began disappearing. The confrontations vanished, the accusations erased, leaving behind only supportive messages and encouragement. The vibe of the post completely shifted, making it seem like the overwhelming majority was on her side. But people who saw the original thread knew better. Something was off. By that point, the theory was spreading fast. Leanna wasn't telling the full story, and she might be hiding something major. And then came the confirmation, straight from Travis himself. Not through a press release, not in a casual interview, but in an IG Live that was about to set the internet on fire. And suddenly, it all started to click. All those moments that once seemed harmless now looked like flashing warning signs. The times Leanna would casually say, "Travis isn't really my type." The sly, cryptic posts that disappeared hours later. The hastily deleted DMS, the whispered late-night phone calls to men nobody could quite place. One by one, the puzzle pieces lined up, and they painted a picture nobody wanted to believe at first. But now, there's a bigger question hanging over the entire mess. If Leanna really is pregnant, what happens next? Could there somehow be a reconciliation, or is this the final chapter? And maybe the most crucial question for Travis: does she get to walk away from this with half of everything he spent years working for? Here's where the drama stops being just tabloid fuel and starts touching the game itself. Multiple insiders claim that Travis's agent has been quietly making calls to front offices, testing the waters for a possible trade before the season even kicks off. If that happens, it's not just losing a starter. It's losing the guy who holds down half of their defensive scheme. And when it comes to locker room loyalty, the choice has been made. Teammates and even NFL players from other teams have shown where they stand. Some have been liking tweets that openly drag the teammate in question. In league culture, that's as close to a public call-out as it gets. Allegedly, Leanna timed her engagement post with precision, waiting until she knew Travis would be tied up at a high-profile charity event, surrounded by cameras and reporters. That way, his raw reaction wouldn't just be felt, it would be seen, which means this wasn't only betrayal, it was a public humiliation, executed on purpose. Now, the real question isn't just whether Travis will stay in Jacksonville, it's bigger than that. Was this whole thing calculated from the jump? Did she and the teammate cross that line months ago? Maybe even long before the marriage started cracking? Or was this an inside job from day one, a play written and acted out right under Travis's nose? Until someone in that locker room finally breaks their silence, all we're left with is the image burned into everyone's mind. Travis Hunter sitting alone in the dark, hoodie pulled low, eyes locked on a glowing screen, watching the woman he built a life with slip a ring onto another man's hand while the entire world looked on. And that's where we leave it. For now. What do you think really happened? Was this betrayal years in the making, or just a scandal that spun out of control? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and make sure you're subscribed, because the next update in this saga might just be the wildest one yet. See you in the next one.